Mark?
Oh, hi Liam. What's up?
Aren't you mad at me?
For what?
For making you drink that awful hangover drink?
Oh, I'm over it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, but we gotta have a better climax in this.
Okay.
Please come back.
Never.
Oh, come on. You know what? Screw this.
I agree. So, what am I gonna review?
Well, why don't you review the merchandise of a TV studio's mostly successful movie division?
What are you talking about? You could have just said Nickelodeon, you know.
I thought it would be more fun if I did that, so will you do it?
Hello and welcome to Coming Soon with Mocking Mock. I'm Mocking Mock, you review the movies, but I review its merchandise. As we all know, back in the mid-90s, Nickelodeon decided to make its own movie studio, and it resulted in movies that were hit and miss, both critically and commercially, like, well, a lot of studios. Mostly misses, though.
I guess that phone call must have been important.
But even though their movies are so-so, is their advertising any better? Oh, come on. There's been thousands of advertisements for these things. They're bound to mess up sometime. But first, let's look at Snow Day. As bad as the movie was, the cast, including Skylar Fisk for some reason, they just needed a fourth cast member and pulled one at random, didn't they? Promoted the movie on Double Dare 2000 and entered the contest for charity.
And the cast of Nickelodeon's movie Snow Day, they're going to be playing for charity.
Well, even if the movie is crap, at least they're doing something good to promote it. Right?
Part of your $2.35 two-minute call will go to local science museums.
Yes, part of your money will go to the Science Museum.
Well, I choose to believe that all the proceeds went to charity, so there. Speaking of Snow Day, this commercial with all new footage is unintentionally hilarious.
Hi-ho, fellow Snow Day lovers. Natalie here, and Wayne.
Aww, they think people are actually gonna like these characters. That's so cute. Although, then again, the only thing people remember about this movie, and yes, people do remember this movie existed, is that kids fought a snowplow man, so maybe they're on to something. Nah. I mean, sure, they remember they existed, but they don't remember their names. I'm sure even Josh Peck doesn't remember his character's name. It's kind of the Animals in Madagascar effect. You know they exist, but you don't know their names. Speaking of Snow Day again, there was another commercial where they listed off all of the B to D list has-beens, I mean celebrities.
Starring Chevy Chase as Tom Branston.
Snow, and lots of it, folks.
Pam Grier as Tina.
Pan off him, Frank.
Jean Smart as Laura Branston.
That's funny. That's very funny.
TLC's Chili as Nona.
I got it.
John Schneider as Chad Simmons.
It's great, isn't it?
Iggy Pop as Mr. Zellweger.
Let's make the scene, Gene.
And Chris Elliott as Snowplow Man.
Okay, first of all, Iggy Pop, Chili, and Pam Grier were hardly in this movie. And second of all, what kid knows who these people were, except for maybe Chili? Hell, I didn't know who most of these people were back in 2000 when I was 8. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think most adults would know who these people were, even back in 2000. Seriously, it reminds me a little too much of this.
Plus, every kid's favorite celebrities, Tony Braxton and Chaz Palminteri. Yay!
Now let's look at commercials they've done for movies based off their properties. For the Rugrats movie, they said that the movie was so huge it's caused one of the babies, Tommy, to grow big. And apparently he has no idea he's become a giant.
Hey, where's everybody going?
How the hell do you not notice something like that? And don't say he's a baby. He's a talking baby, so he should have enough intelligence to know that. I mean, if something happened to my body, I notice it. Speaking of the Rugrats, the promotion for Rugrats Go Wild was fucking obnoxious. What didn't help is that they kept focusing on Spike the dog talking. Okay, A, no one cares about Spike, and him talking isn't going to change that. And B, when he was talking, he was about as annoying as Jar Jar Binks.
Spike will speak.
I ate one of Chucky's diapers one time, and that is spicy.
Spike finds his voice.
Could you give a dog a little warning? You know, it's funny. For a minute there, I thought I actually heard you talking to me. You talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Spike speaks for the first time.
Who's up for a tongue bath?
Rugrats Go Wild, featuring the voice of Bruce Willis as Spike.
Bruce Willis can be annoying. Who knew? Another problem with their advertising is that they said absolutely nothing about the plot other than they get deserted. They really made it seem like the plot was just they get deserted and have wacky adventures with the Thornberrys.
They're going completely overboard.
Land ho!
They're about to discover wild adventure.
Let's go! Well, there's the bald leading the bald.
Wild life.
Crocodile!
And something beyond their wildest dreams.
Gee, by making it look like that was the plot, and it might be because I've never seen it, is it any surprise it underperformed? Maybe they were thinking they could just show no plot at all and think that the selling point would just be two characters who are from popular shows meeting, but they kind of give that selling point away in their trailers, because by showing them in the trailers, they just showed the appeal, if there is any, of this movie. Now let's look at two awkward ads from Nickelodeon movies, of course. Remember how The Last Airbender gained controversy for casting Asian characters as white people? Well, this McDonald's commercial for The Last Airbender has Asian leads. Apparently the movie's leads can't be Asian, but the McDonald's commercial's leads can. If that wasn't enough to make me uncomfortable, remember how Rango came under fire for featuring smoking and people thought it should be rated R for that? Well, they had an anti-smoking commercial at the beginning of the DVD of Rango. Where's the elephant in the room when you need him? This is too awkward even for me to talk about. Oh well, at least they didn't have another awkward fast food commercial.
I like square butts and I cannot lie. Squid and sea star can't deny. When a sponge walks in, 4 corners in his pants like he got phone book implants, the crowd shouts.
Okay, what kid is going to know who MC Hammer is? I know that adults collect kids' meals toys too, but these commercials are mainly meant for children. Also, what's with the mermaid?
Wanna get with ya, 'cause you're making me richer. I know why do we keep it grungy, 'cause everybody knows that he's so spongy.
Maybe I should cut to some random X. Going back to Rango's advertising for the movie, though, it's not the worst piece of advertising for that movie. Actually, the advertising for this movie confuses me. The first two trailers made it look like it was going to be offbeat, quirky, and weird.
Welcome, amigo, to the land without end. The desert and death are the closest of friends. We sing of his courage in magnificent song. But pay close attention, he won't be here long.
But then the other trailers made it look like a generic animated movie that was admittedly very pretty.
Take care of that for you. All better.
All right, now listen. I want to give you fellas one last chance to reconsider.
Make your move.
Hold on, don't worry, I got a plan. Help! Open the door! Okay, plan B.
Why would you do that? Why would you say, this isn't like any other CGI movie? Oh wait, it is. It's like saying this.
Hello, do you want the actual Oscars? Well, you're in luck, because we're selling real Oscars. That's right. The actual Oscars that were given to celebrities are being sold at our store. Ha ha! Aha! You really thought we were going to sell the actual Oscars? Come on, who would give their Oscars away?
Although that isn't the only odd mismarketing they've ever done. Remember Fun Size? No? It came out in October 2012? Still haven't heard of it? Well, it was rated PG-13 and had a humping joke in the trailer.
A family picture.
And guess what? It was a Nickelodeon movie. Why would you put the Nickelodeon label on a PG-13 movie with a hump joke in it, for God's sake? It's a kids' network. Speaking of that, I find it funny that Charmy said the reason The Last Airbender didn't have much humor is because it was for adults. Right. That's why you not only had commercials on Nickelodeon all the time, at least from what I hear, and had it promoted at the Kids' Choice Awards, but also had the Nickelodeon label on the movie itself. If your movie wasn't really for kids, Shami, then why the hell is the Nickelodeon label on it? I know it's based off a Nickelodeon show, but I'm pretty sure you could make sure that only Paramount distributed it instead of having Nickelodeon do it if your movie was really for adults. Also, speaking of The Last Airbender, out of all the actors in the movie, why is it that Jackson Rathbone and Nicola Peltz promoted it the most? I mean, like I said before, they promoted it on the KCA, but not only that, they did a commercial for that promotion, they advertised it on a radio show together, and they signed autographs together, yet they did nothing throughout the whole movie. I guess you could say they did it because they played the most popular characters in the movie, but with that logic, they might as well have just paired Jackson Rathbone with Dev Patel. Actually, they might as well have done that, seeing as they are the biggest actors in the movie, but even though they haven't always hit the mark when promoting their own movies, maybe they've done a better job at promoting other people's movies.
Is that all next week's Slime Time Live will feature characters and prizes from the new movie Chicken Run. There'll be tons of pies, loads of slime, great Chicken Run prizes, and maybe even you on the phone. It's everything you know and love from Slime Time Live, plus chickens. Thank you, Dave.